Hello, friends. Welcome back to It's Oil About You today. I hope that you're as excited as I am because we are doing DIY today. So I have a pen and I have my notebook today because we're going to be students as Jana guides us through some amazing household cleaning products that we can make in our own homes. And if you guys don't know, the air in our homes is becoming more toxic, more, horrible for our health, more dangerous than actually the air outside that we're breathing. Why? Because we are in a concentrated space. It's super small. We have, different problems with let's say different toxins coming in from the products that we're using in our home, and from personal care products to stuff that we're cleaning with, everything. And that's why every week I want to teach you guys some great takeaways on how we can just bit by bit get rid of all the stuff, replace it with good, healthy, non-toxic, easy to make, deliciously smelling products. And yeah, so today we are talking about DIY household cleaning products. And Jana is here with us today. You guys already know Jana. She's been here at least, I think, 3 out of the 4 weeks this month, and we're in the last Friday of our first month. There's over 50 people who have signed up for this webinar, which is so cool in the first month. I was not expecting this, so that's really exciting. And yeah, so don't forget to invite your friends. So the link that I shared with you guys every time I send you an email, don't forget to invite your friends to join here as well, because the more people that know about natural solutions, the better, right? So Jana, thank you so much for being here. And what do you have for us today?
Hi guys, I have a lot for us today. Thank you so much, London, for doing this. I love that you're educating people on essential oils. When I first started my journey, I was all about getting myself healthy, and I didn't realize the outside world or even inside my home was affecting my health. And so I didn't do this all at once. I've been doing essential oils for over 6 years now, and it was little by little I started making changes. And one of the last changes I made was changing my cleaning products out, because to me it had to be toxic for it to clean germs. And the more I read, the more I found that sometimes the germs were better for me than the toxic products that I was using to clean those with. So I started switching over my products probably 2.5 years ago, and it was little by little. So I'm going to teach everyone a few product tips. A lot of you that have children in your home, the toxic products we're using are a lot more dangerous for smaller children, your pets who are walking around on the floors and licking things. My husband's a veterinarian, so I have a lot of pets in our home all the time. And so we are now using non-toxic, even in our yards when I'm gardening. I would love to someday do a whole gardening section on what I use in the yards for our tomatoes and our plants. It's super fun. But I want to go over just making a few little things at home. So I buy these cute little glass jars. And I even get my labeling. I make labeling because when I give them to people, I don't sell them, but when I give them to people, I want them to know what's in it and how to use it. So it has like little labeling. So this is my stainless steel labeling. I'm going to just pan through my kitchen real quick because I have a ton of stainless steel. I don't know if you guys can see it all. Yeah, but I have
everywhere.
Super OCD about fingerprints. And Steve loves to cook and he touches everything. He's worse than having one of the kids here. So this stainless steel cleaner, I also use like on my glass windows. Again, the house is full of windows and I don't do drapes, especially at the back of the house. It's just like I want the outdoors indoors. So this works really great on cleaning your windows as well. I just spray it on, spray it off. And when you see how simple and how inexpensive it is at home, these are the little bottles I give away, but this is my routine at home. I have a little caddy that I carry around, and there's 3 bottles in it. So simplifying your life is a lot easier. There's 3 bottles in it. This one is the one I use in the bathrooms. So this one will have Purify, and I put the links to all the oils I use, so you'll see why I'm picking these oils. But in the bathrooms, I use Purify On Guard. I use half and half of vinegar and distilled water, and that's all that's in this one. And I use that for my countertops. I'm going to explain why On Guard is so powerful to use that way. The other one is lemon water. And I wanted you guys to see, it's probably easier to see with this one. At the very top of the bottle, I don't know if you can see it, you'll see the oils have gathered at the top. Every time you use a bottle, you just want to shake it up before you use it because oil and water does not mix. But once I shake it up a couple of times and spray it, you'll smell that you've got your oils coming out. The other one is the lemon and vinegar and water that I use. And you can use, if you prefer to use lime or something, you can, but lemon is very purifying. And so I use it for countertops, for the windows, for the stainless steel. I remember when we first got stainless steel, I went through a million products. I could find nothing that didn't leave streaks and stuff. It takes me 2 seconds to clean it with this. And the last one I use is for my wood. So I have a lot of cherry wood in the house. I would not use this on your floors though, because it's slippery. It gets so clean, it's very slippery and someone could get hurt.
Yeah,
but this
disclaimer, we're not responsible for when you put this on your wood floors and accidentally slip.
So this one just has oil, a little bit of coconut oil. You can use coconut oil. I know a lot of people use almond oil. There's like a 1/4 cup of it in here, water, and then I put wild orange is great for your floors. So I put wild orange. If I'm using it on my furniture, I will put lemongrass in it. It's another really good oil for woods. So
you're using fractionated coconut oil in there, right? Yeah, so the one that doesn't get hard. So it's not the one that you buy at the store. It's the one that to cook with. It's the fractionated one, which never gets hard. It's just always liquid, which is perfect for our DIY products.
Exactly. And I just carry this around from room to room when I clean. It's like super easy. So that is my cleaning routine. But this is a stainless steel one, and I'm going to show you how to make that because it's so easy. I have these little because I do a lot of make and take classes where we're making products and they get to take it home and use it. So I have this cute little funnel, makes everything super easy. And I just put in, I don't know if you guys can see, I put in, this is vinegar. So half the bottle of vinegar. And this is distilled water. Distilled water. This is so easy. When you guys see how easy this is, you're gonna be like, why am I buying those products at the store? This is the lemon. So lemon is what, 11 bucks? I can't remember what the cost of lemon is.
I think it's €9. So that's around, yeah, 11 bucks, super cheap.
Yeah, and this bottle will last, well, I go through lemon pretty quick because I use it on everything.
But I was gonna say there's so many uses that I use it, yeah, at least a bottle a month.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I put in 20 drops.
Cool.
And you know what? I screw on my lid. And I just made my cleaner. That's it.
Awesome. And I bet it smells delicious.
It smells so good. And I wanted to talk about, for one thing super easy to do. If you don't want to create your own blends and learn about it, doTERRA's, they have the science backing so many of their products, but one of my favorite products that they have is, I don't know if you guys have used this, they put together a concentrated blend for you. This again is like $11 or $12 and it lasts me, this probably is about 6 months old and I use it constantly. You can put this in a PDA plastic bottle if you don't want to do glass. I happen to use glass everywhere, but if you want to put in a PDA-free plastic glass bottle, you can use this in there. And you put like, it'll even tell you what you're cleaning and how to break it up. So this is what I use on my floors. I just put like a couple tablespoons in the water and I clean my floors with it. It's very concentrated. I use it outdoors on my, my outdoor, I wanted to do this outdoors, but it's kind of, we have the May gray going, so it's kind of gloomy. But I have I have an outdoor kitchen and several seating areas throughout the yard. And so I use this on everything and it's amazing. So that's an easy way to, if you want to get started, to go ahead and order this and just make your own little spray bottles.
Yeah, that's the cleaner, On Guard cleaner concentrate. So you guys have heard us talk about On Guard before, and we'll talk about it probably all the time because it's such a great product. And I was telling Jana before this, I made like put it in a tub to mop my floors one time, and I was like, I wasn't paying attention. I just poured like, I don't know, a splash in and filled it up with water, and it was so bubbly, like bubble city, out of control. So just know that these products, they really, like Jana said, she's had that for 6 months. I think there's maybe like this much left in it. You just need a tiny, tiny bit. A little bit totally goes a long way when you're using the cleaner concentrate. It will last you for a really long time, for sure.
I did put links up for all these recipes. So all the recipes I'm showing you, don't worry about writing them down, or if you're tuning in later and watching this at a later time, the recipes are all in the links. doTERRA does, I'm gonna teach you guys a really quick trick that you're gonna love. So if you wanna learn how you're gonna use your essential oils at home and you wanna make a cleaning product, put doTERRA cleaning product. And I promise you a ton of recipes are gonna come up. There's going to be soft scrubs that you can use like on your tubs, and there's a ton of things. But if you want to learn about an oil, doTERRA oil blog. And they have a blog that they've done on every single product. They'll give you ways to use it. And that's what I posted on all the products we're going to go over today. One of my favorite products to use is Purify. This is Purify. And I love Purify. I put a couple drops in my wash. I'll put a couple drops on dryer balls because Steve, like I said, is a veterinarian. He does a lot of surgeries and he can get kind of nasty when he comes home with his scrubs, and we clean them at home. So I throw a couple drops of Purify in there to help clean any bacteria that might be on his clothing. So Purify is a really good oil to have to keep pure. It does exactly what it says. It purifies your home. One of the things I love doing is we have 3 dogs at home. So if you get a bowl of baking soda and you put about 10 or 12 drops of this in there, and I always add lemon too, and you just stir up the baking soda and let it dry, and then you get a little sifter and you sift it over your carpets and then let it sit for an hour and vacuum it up. So when my dogs come home and they're laying on the carpets and they have their favorite spots, it tends to start smelling like them. I just do that probably once every other month, if that. And I put it on my carpet and vacuum it up. It's non-toxic. It's safe for my pets and my grandkids. And the house smells amazing. So I love doing that. So that's a quick little trip if you have odors in your house. If you're going to the gym, put this in your gym bag, put a couple drops in your shoes. And you know, it's gonna make your shoes smell fresh and clean. So I know that we have grandsons and they smell because they're 12. And they're at that age where they're always sweaty and they're out playing, and you know, of like giving your equipment, and you put a couple drops in their equipment and it's amazing. So Purify is an oil that I listed in there because it's one of my favorite products to use around the house for cleaning. The other thing I wanted to talk about when we were talking about scents is that a lot of people want their house to smell good. So they're burning candles. They have this, I don't want to, the little wax jars, I don't want to use the name, but you guys know what I'm talking about, that you put the wax and it smells. They're using Febreze cleaners. Those are toxic. You've got to know what you're breathing in. And so I make these great little, not only do I diffuse around the house, but I make these great little bottles. These are so easy, and they cost me like $3 to make. And all this is you go and buy the little reeds and a little glass jar, and the jars can be really cute in different colors, and you fill it full of fractionated coconut oil. This one is one of my favorites to do because I feel like it smells like the beach. And all this is bergamot and ylang ylang. And I mix it in there and set these around the house in my bathrooms or my guest bedroom. It's non-toxic, and these are therapeutic. So when you're inhaling these, they're enhancing your mood, changing the chemical balance in your brain. So this is a really great way to start diffusing around your house if you don't have diffusers, or if you don't want to buy one for every room. In my bathroom, I had a diffuser in we have a pool bathroom for when the kids come in out of the pool. And I was diffusing in there, and I would open the door, it would be full of like smoke from the diffuser, like, you know, the cloud of diffusing. And I couldn't diffuse in there that way. So this is how I started making these, and I love them. They're great little gifts too.
What's inside? What are those sticks called?
These are just their reeds. If you look up online and just put in diffuser reeds, these will come up. And I know that doTERRA has now started selling products to do it yourself. They don't have a huge line yet, but I know it's going to grow as that line grows. But I know they have little glass bottles and spray bottles and things like that. So all these are diffuser reeds. I buy like a big packet of them for like $5. And these jars you can get for like $1 or $2 on Amazon. And I just set these around in bathrooms. We have 5 bathrooms in our house. So I put them in the bathrooms. I can interchange smells. It just smells really great, and it's non-toxic.
Yeah, I love that product idea, because I had a long time ago those in my house a lot, like a lot of the, let's say the fake ones or the more toxic chemical ones. And I remember those stick things. And then until you said this, I was like, I had an aha moment. I'm like, I never thought to make these on my own. So a lot of the stuff you already talked about, I've been using, but this was something I learned too. So this is cool, because we're all learning together. It's awesome.
They're so cool that this will come with a lid, and you can screw the lid back on and give it as a gift. And if I put like lavender in there, I'll hang a little lavender from it. So they're beautiful little gifts to give out to people, and they love them. And they sell something like this in the store. At our grocery store, they sell these in a little bit bigger bottle for $40.
Mm-hmm. Expensive, I know.
So if you have old ones at home, just reuse them, but use them without the toxic stuff in them, and put the therapeutic brand in there.
And I don't know about you, Jana, but since I've started, let's say a little over a year ago, incorporating like non-toxic products in my home and in my bathroom, when I come to work or I'm somewhere else and I smell like somebody sprayed something in the bathroom, or they cleaned their product with something like chemical, like I can smell it immediately. And I just I can't even, I cannot. And it's so weird, because we're used to, plugging the things into the plugs and making our house smell good and lighting this candle and spraying this, in the bathroom. And now it's just no, I really cannot smell them anymore. And when I do, I know immediately that it's just not a natural scent. Like your nose and all of your senses, they're so smart. They're so smart.
It's kind of like a smoker can't really taste their food, and they don't realize it until they stop smoking, and then all of a sudden the taste of food changes for them. If we're using toxic products and we're inhaling them on a regular basis, and we're touching them, our body kind of gets used to it and we don't notice it. But the minute we start purging it out of our system and we go into an area that's toxic, like bathrooms are the worst. When I'm at a restaurant or something, I go in there, I'm holding my breath the whole time I'm in there. And it's not because it smells like a bathroom, it's because it smells toxic from what they're trying to clean it with. So yeah, you definitely become more sensitive to those smells, and you're more aware of them when you start purifying your body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
One of the other things I make for around the house, I get these cute little frosted bottles. So you can get most of this stuff on Aroma Tools. And there's, I can't remember what it's called, EO Oils, I think it is, .com. I don't know about getting them in your country that way, but you can find them probably on Amazon or any other place. They're everywhere.
Yeah, totally. I order mine on Amazon, or sometimes there's cute little stores that have cool glass containers that I'll pick up a few if I see them at a good price or whatever. But most of the time I just order them on Amazon. I just type in glass jars or amber glass jars or something like that. And you can usually find I just ordered, 5 or 6. So you can find them obviously in a pack. You don't have to order them one by one, and then you can make all your products that way.
I totally agree. In this one, I'm going to make real quick. This is just, you know what? I'm not going to be able to do this one, because I have a problem with my
It doesn't fit.
Can you fill that with water for me? Thank you. But she's going to fill it with water for me so that I can make it for everybody. But that one is just a spray that I use on my sheets. I just mist my sheets at night. You can use lavender, serenity. I'm not, one of my oils that I am not a big fan of, everybody has a couple oils that you smell, they just don't appeal to you. Lavender's mine. And geranium. Those 2 oils are not my happy place. So I don't put those on our sheets, but I use the same thing I used in the diffuser, because it smells like the beach, like a fresh, clean air. So I just put in these bottles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 drops of bergamot. And bergamot is a citrus oil, and so it's fresh and clean. And then the ylang ylang. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 10 drops of ylang ylang. And I just put the little squeezer on. And again, I give these out as gifts, and I hook little charms on them with little, a little string. And I'll put rosemary sometimes in the bottle if I'm making I did a rosemary one and it was delicious. And I just put rosemary, and then I just spray them on my furniture, on my doggy beds, in the house. Oh my gosh, it smells delicious. It smells so good. And you have to shake it. You'll have to shake it every time. But these are the cutest little gifts to give. And we do these at make and take parties. So when you guys start building your business, you know, sampling is a really important thing, because once you get an essential oil in someone's hands, it's life-changing. And they'll say, well, I don't know how to use it. Well, if you don't know how to use it, the best way to use it is just take off the lid and smell it. It is so effective that way. So when you're doing a make and take class, they're making something small, like a spray bottle or a roller ball, and they're gonna go home and experience it. And I promise you, they're gonna be calling you like, what is in that bottle? So we do a lot of these for make and takes, and this is one of my favorite ones to spread on my sheets and to give out as gifts because it smells so delicious. Trying to think what else we use. I get these little jars too, and I can put in baking soda and salt and mix it with bergamot, and I put lime in it, and then I use it to scrub my baths. So my shower walls, my bathtubs, I have one, but it's kind of half empty, so I just brought the regular jar, but I buy these jars for like $2 at the store. We do body scrubs in them, make our own body lotions. So I know we're talking about cleaning products. I want to stick on that, but those are super easy to do. And the recipes, again, if you wanted to make your own body scrub, just doTERRA body scrub recipe, and a ton of them will pop up that are mostly doTERRA's. So yay on that. Does anyone have any questions about how you're going to clean your houses? Again, you can use that on windows. People think it's not safe in the bathrooms. It is more than safe in the bathrooms and less toxic. I am so OCD about cleaning my house. It is so amazing in your bathrooms. I put a blog up there for On Guard. And there's also a link, I believe, to a video. That link to the video is going to show you the science behind On Guard and why On Guard is so effective cleaning your homes. It's a great degreaser. I have a video out where I was working in my backyard. I have an outdoor kitchen, and there's a barbecue, and behind the barbecue I have a big granite wall, and it was all black. Every year it's all black from all the barbecuing we do. I used to have to clean it with turpentine and a razor. I'd spray the turpentine on, let it set, then take a razor and pull it off, and it would take me like 3 hours to clean it. Scott was over one day. I know you guys have all met Scott. And he's like, well, have you tried lemon? Well, lemon's not going to work on that. And did you see what I'm doing? So he put some lemon like this on his finger, just dabbed it, ran it down the wall. And I said, look, it didn't take it off. Then he took a cloth and wiped where he wiped, and you could see his finger, and the granite was coming through like shining. So I ran in and got a bottle, just one of these glass bottles. I filled it with lemon oil and water, sprayed it on there, and had that thing cleaned and shined in like 5 minutes. And I have a whole video of showing this coming off. So I'll post that video. That video is amazing.
Yeah, do you see Vincent's question? It says, do you have a ceramic hob cleaner? But I don't know what that, I think maybe a ceramic cleaner for ceramic maybe is what he's referring to.
For the ceramics, I would still use the lemon oil. It's safe on that. Lemon oil, water, and you can use any citrus oil. It's going to make it very shiny. It's going to disinfect and purify it. One of the things I do, like this bottle, is a produce cleaner. So one of the things I use the oils for is to clean my produce. Mm-hmm. I used to make these spray bottles, but I eat so much produce that it was too hard doing the spray bottles. So now all I do is put in the sink, and I don't know what kind of sinks you guys have, but ours is stainless steel, so it works really well. And I put like 4 or 5 drops of lime and 4 or 5 drops of lemon oil in the sink, and I soak my fruit. When I pull out my apples, I'm going to grab one, hopefully pull the whole thing. So when I pull out my apples, you would be surprised the color changes because there's a wax coating on them that I didn't even know about, even the organic apples. And you can just see it come right off. And when you soak it in the lime, the apple tastes delicious. So I use the just using lime and lemon oil in a big sink. I soak my produce when I get it home, then kind of rinse it off and put it in I have a little produce bowl back here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Mm-hmm. And I just throw it in the produce bowl. And I do the same thing with my vegetables and put them in a container in the refrigerator. If I slice them, so you want sliced apples or you want to slice your fruit, a couple of drops of lime, and you put it in a spray bottle like this and spray it over it. It keeps it so fresh and it gives it a delicious flavor, especially watermelon. Watermelon with some lime sprayed on it is delicious.
That sounds delicious. Yes, cleaning the produce. That's one of the first ways I started using lemon besides putting lemon in my water. I don't remember who suggested it to me. It might have been you. I don't remember, but I have a big glass bowl and I put like my produce in it that I'm going to use, a couple drops of lemon, fill it up with water, let it sit for some minutes and then rinse it off. And it's absolutely perfect. And you can see some of the dirt and stuff just in the water afterwards of where it's just, where it's totally cleaned it off. We have another question that says, what do you use to wash dishes by hand and in the dishwasher? Do you have anything for the dishwasher?
You know what? I don't have anything for the dishwasher, but that is a really good question. And
totally.
I would love to be able to switch over. I will tell you though, that our dishwasher, I put a couple drops of lemon or Purify in our dishwasher and descale it that way. So you know how you can build up hard water in your dishwasher? Just put a couple drops of lemon in the center of the dishwasher where it's the bottom, the big bottom part, not in the plastic dish. And it descales it and it's amazing. Plus that washes out through your drain. So it's really good for that. For my dish soap that you're washing dishes by hand, I have this cute little, hang on. This little thing that I use. So it's one of those oil, like you would put oils into, I don't know, like you're doing with breads, you know.
Or like olive oil to put on your salad or something. It reminds me of an Italian restaurant.
Exactly. And this one is green because I wanted the green on the counter. But you can use Castile soap and you put that in there and you can add whatever oils that you like the smell of. Lemon is a great oil to use in the house for dishes because it's going to make it shine and pull up any grease or anything. So you can just make these at home.
Awesome.
And super cheap.
Yeah, and that's what I have said this from the beginning of the first webinar, but less stuff that does more things, more purpose, because I cannot tell you so many people time and again when I'm talking to them about oils, they always say, London, I don't need more stuff. I don't need yet another thing. And I'm like, but please, like, just listen and like watch and learn. And like, you really will have so much less stuff. And I was showing Jana, I'm at my office now, but I keep these two containers at my office with a bunch of oils here and here. And this is what I use, in my waters, in my teas to clean off my desk. If I'm not feeling good, I have Breathe in here. And I know we're on the topic of cleaning, but I have Breathe in here, which is an awesome one for if you're like having any respiratory issues. And my coworkers come over to me and they're like, London, do you have something for this? Do you have something for this? Can you put something in my water? And they just come over and it's just like my small little container here. This is what I keep at the office. And this is what I keep in my backpack. And I really have basically anything covered, whether I want to, I have On Guard to disinfect my hands if I want to put something in my water. Lemongrass is what I use to clean off the top of my desk. So it's really not that many things. It's really not that much stuff at all. You'll have so much more space to store other stuff. You know, I used to have like cupboards where I'm opening up and just like cleaning products. This one's for the bathroom. This one's for the sink. This one's for the tile. This one's for the grout. This one's for, and you have all this stuff. And then you're like, what do I even need it for? I can use, a few different, like you mentioned, a few different 5 or 6 different oils that really you can clean the whole entire house with, or like freshen up your grandchildren, your pets, the areas where they've laid down. It's really so amazing. It's so amazing.
There will be a list there too on one of the links that I put up there that says this is all you need. This is all I have in my house now. The white vinegar, Castile soap, salt. What else do I use? The lemon, lime, wild orange. You can use Douglas fir and eucalyptus. Melaleuca is great. Purify. And of course, On Guard. So those are the oils that I use. And literally, this is what we carry around from room to room, or I'll keep it under the sink in the other bathrooms in the back of the house. So that's all there is now. And it's so easy to make. So I don't know. I'm enjoying cleaning our house and making it non-toxic. And maybe other people don't realize that it's non-toxic when they come in, but I feel comfortable knowing that I'm inviting my friends, my family, my grandkids into a house that is as little toxic as possible. And I know that we're making a big impact on the environment. So that makes me feel good too.
Totally. Vincent has another question. He says, does lemon help with the calc? But what he means is the calcium in the shower. So we have hard water, and it's often the case here in Austria, at least, that and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Vincent, but I'm not sure if you're in Austria or Germany, but I think maybe Germany. So when you are taking a shower, then you have the white marks kind of on the shower and stuff too. And what would you suggest for that?
So lemon, I have these little notes. And
yeah.
That's the thing that says lemon can remove line scale, stains, and buildup. So use lemon, but you can also mix it with some baking soda. If you have like a tough area, like my coffee pot, for instance, has it'll get like a little scaly buildup. And I get a toothbrush and I put some lemon, some baking soda, and a little bit of soda water. And I just scrub it with the toothbrush and it comes right out.
Awesome.
All non-toxic.
Yes, exactly. I put that in I don't know if you guys saw it, but in my 30-minute warning email for you guys to let you know that the webinar starts in 30 minutes, I said, side effects of this webinar might make you want to immediately start cleaning. And in my head, I was thinking like busting out the toothbrush and start scrubbing everything all non-toxic. But yeah, so you guys, we covered so much stuff in such a short amount of time. I mean, we're at a half an hour now, so that's super cool. We're up to an hour, but if we are finished a little bit sooner, but for you guys to enter in for the giveaway, please leave in the comments something that you learned that you didn't know. So in the chat box, just go ahead and type in something that you learned that you didn't know, and then I'll always announce the winner in the email that I sent to you guys with the replay. And then last week's winner was Manuela, and she never wrote me back. So Manuela, if you're watching today or you're watching the replay later, I want to send you your free oil. So please don't forget to write me back via email, and I will definitely get your address and get your product mailed out. So yeah, so for you guys that are here live now, go ahead and enter in the chat box something that you learned today that you didn't know before, or something that you're excited about making, or something that you kind of had an aha moment. So for me today, it was the Reed kind of mini diffusers. And I like that too, because there are a lot of people that I've talked to where they said like, yeah, I don't have a diffuser, and they're kind of indifferent about purchasing one because they're not sure if they're going to be able to handle some of the smells. And that's a very good option to just say, okay, let's quickly make one of these Reed ones. If you like the smell of it, then we can go for it, and you can get a diffuser if you like it. Or like you said, you can't always have a diffuser in every single room. So I have one in my office and in my living room and in my bedroom, but sometimes you want one in the kitchen, or you want to like move it so that the smell is right there. And I think that's really cool to have those Reed kind of mini homemade diffuser, smelly good things for the house. I really, really love those.
I tell you all the time, you have a diffuser with you always. Like seriously, there's people like, I can't afford a diffuser. I don't have a diffuser. Here's your diffuser. You're in the car, one drop in your hands, and breathe in. I just diffused On Guard. It's like amazing. So you can carry like a little bottle in your vehicle or a little bag for your vehicle and diffuse in your car. Calm yourself. It's amazing. Before, I know we have a couple more questions, but before we get off, did you guys get the special for the Mother's Day?
You mean in Europe? Are you asking that question? I'm not sure.
Is this available to you guys?
I don't think so. I think I would have seen it. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check, you guys, before I say anything. I can actually check while we speak. I can just quickly log into my.
Because I was going to go over some of these oils, because it comes like this. So you get the 3 oils, you get 2 bottles, so that roller bottles, you can make recipes, and it comes with this amazing little recipe book. Every year doTERRA does something amazing for Mother's Day, and this is their Mother's Day. I don't think they're sold out yet. So I don't know if you guys had access to it, but they're oils you can't get during the year. They're just like Mother's Day oils.
I'm quickly looking as we speak.
It's called Harmony.
Yeah, so we have something different. It's we have here, it says gifts for mom, and I'm trying to see. Yeah, I'll have to look separately. I think it's a Rose Touch and a few other ones, but I don't see, I think if it was called Harmony, it would show up as Harmony right here on the promotion page here. But sometimes we have different promotions than we do. But we definitely have people from the US joining here, so I can already see there's a couple people already on that are from the States, so it's no problem if we mention something that might not be available in Europe, because there's other people watching too as well.
Okay, so you're gonna really like lemon cleaning the lime skill. You'll be super surprised at how well it works. So if you make that paste, you can always leave it on too and add some, like a couple tablespoons of vinegar to baking soda. You know, it makes it bubble up, so it kind of makes it like, gives it extra power. It's kind of like Batman and Robin working together. So if one works really well, they work amazing together. So you can go ahead and try that. But I use it on my bathrooms, and my bathrooms look, we remodeled like 10 years ago and they look brand new. So you can definitely use that on there. How do you smartphone cleaner? Oh, I would not use lemon on my smartphone.
No, I don't use lemon on my smartphone, but I do, well, I would say I clean my case. I get a paper towel and I put On Guard on it with a little bit of water. And then I just rub down my case with On Guard, like almost every single day, because of course I'm on my phone all the time. But I don't really, and then I rub, like at the end, I'll rub it over like my screen. I do have a screen protector on, so there's a screen, whatever. I don't know, like, don't pour On Guard or do something on your smartphone and then have it break. Be careful of course, all the holes and stuff there. But I have an OtterBox case, and it's like basically, I think it's, yeah, like plastic and some rubber here, so it's totally fine. I just put a couple drops on a paper towel of On Guard and some water and just kind of rub it down just a little bit, not soaking water. But yeah, so that's what I do for my phone, but everyone is different, and I don't want anyone's like phones to break or something like this. Janice says don't use lemon on the smartphone, so be careful with that. But yeah, or even if I just use a couple drops of On Guard and I rub it on my hands and I just kind of go like this on my phone and it's disinfected. So I'm not like, yeah, saturating my phone with something like that, if you will.
I do use the oils on my phone, but when I'm cleaning house, I use these soft microfiber cloths. And when I'm done, I know that there's still some on the cloth. It's not damp, but I just use that to shine up my phone and disinfect it. But I would not, like, the oils are so powerful and so potent. I think people don't realize just how much. And that's why a few drops is really all you need in a bottle. I think the most I use is 20 bucks. But these are the little microfiber ones I use. And I just use it to wipe my phone off when they're a little damp from cleaning. And so that'll help disinfect it. But I would not put any of the oils directly on your cell phone.
Yeah, be careful. Those are powerful. Powerful, powerful. Cool. So we have a few entries here for people who have tuned in live. So yeah, at the end of this, I will choose a winner. I will send it in the recap email along with the replay. For those of you that are not here live, no problem. We're happy to have you here on the replay watching. And if you can at any point join us live, we would love to have you, because then you have the opportunity to win a free oil. And yeah, thank you so much, Jana, for being here with us again today. And thank you guys all for watching and joining. I hope you're feeling inspired to get a lot of these chemicals out of your house, out of our environments, not only for ourselves, but for our family, like Jana said, for our pets, for our grandkids, for people that are coming over, to really provide the best, healthiest environment. We're in our homes so much. We're sleeping in our beds. You know, sometimes I'll even be like, yeah, on the couch, laying on the floor or whatever. And it's just so important that everywhere that we are, that these products were, let's say, at least thinking about the products that we're putting. If you had some aha moments and you're feeling curious, I'm super excited for you. As you can see, you don't need very many things in order to transform your house, number one. And number two, it's not expensive. It smells so much better than any of the products you can buy at the store. You can trust me on this. And as soon as your sense of smell starts to adjust to a lot of these non-toxic products, you're going to be able to sniff them out so fast, so fast. Jana, any final words from your side?
No, I did think of something really quickly though. How many of you guys are using dryer sheets in your dryers? Do you use dryer sheets there?
I'm sure that there's some heads going like this or some hands raising for sure.
So the dryer sheets are really toxic. I didn't realize just how toxic. And so now we have these, I made my own, but you can buy them. They're little wool balls. They look like a big yarn ball. And you just put a couple drops of your essential oil and throw them in the dryer, and it's amazing. Dixie's grabbing me one. But I just put a couple drops on them and throw them in the dryer, and I no longer use the dryer sheets in the dryer. And it makes them smell so good. It disinfects like your sheets. It'll smell like linen if you put Purify in there. It's just amazing. So that was another little tip I wanted to give you as far, and you know, you can get the On Guard laundry soap as well. So you can be washing clothes with non-toxic, but they look like this. You can actually see the spots where I put different oils on them. And I throw 4 or 5 of these in the dryer, and they make everything so smooth. It's amazing.
Awesome. Yes, I don't have a dryer, so I just have a washing machine. I lay my stuff out to dry, but I do spray with a mixture of water and Purify and sometimes Wild Orange, just like above all my stuff that's hanging, just kind of a few sprays. But I know that there's a lot of people out there that have dryers, so you definitely do not want to use dryer sheets, that's for sure. And those wool balls, you can buy them on Amazon too. You can, yeah, they're super, super easy to find.
I made them. They were super easy to make.
But what do you mean you made them? You just got wool together and like...
I got 100% wool, and you just wind it into a ball, and you throw them into a nylon, like a stocking, and I tied them off, and you wash them like 5 or 6 times and then pull them out, and that's all there is.
Ah, perfect. Okay, so the nylon, then what do you do? Like knot the nylon and put different ones in? Okay, cool. I like that. I like that idea. Super cool. You're always teaching me new things. It's amazing. So yeah, you guys, thank you so much for joining us today on Friday, wherever you are in this world. We have people kind of really from all over, so it's so super cool. I will be emailing out the replay very soon, along with all of the amazing topics that we have planned for May. So just so that you know, next week is going to be Scott. So I will be in Vienna for the live workout party. So I will not be here live, but I have, as you guys know, we have an amazing team, and they're always here for this webinar. So next week we are doing I Am Sick, What Can I Do? And Scott's going to teach you how to remake your medicine cabinet with all natural solutions for when you're feeling sick, when you have a sore throat, when you're like have a headache. You guys know I had a migraine a couple weeks ago. I talked about this a lot on my social media. I was using peppermint like crazy on my migraine. I didn't take any medicine. I didn't take any over the counter, nothing. I'm to the point where like nothing goes on my body or in my mouth unless I absolutely know what it is. 99.999% of the time it's essential oils. If it's something else, it's like the carrier oil or maybe some vinegar that I'm adding into it. So look forward to that next week, and then I'll send you guys the graphic as well with all of the stuff we'll be going over for May. And yeah, it's been great spending time with you here, and thank you, Jana, for everything. And we'll see you guys next Friday, same time, same place, right here on It's Oil About You. Bye.
Bye, thanks.